Good morning and welcome to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef. We are in beautiful downtown Canton, Ohio for a Chamber of Commerce kind of a weather day here for the Grand Parade. I'm Todd Porter alongside Christian Turner. And Christian, this is one of those days when the calendar comes out, you circle it because this is a huge day in Canton.
It's a huge day in Canton. I'm so proud to be here. I went from watching the parade with my mom to marching in the parade, and I'm so excited to be here as a co-host today in Canton.
Well, they're starting to line the streets up here and get their seats in for this Grand Parade, and we are joined this morning by John Sticka, president of Certified Angus Beef. John, first of all, welcome to Canton. I know it's a little bit of a jaunt over from Worcester this morning, but thank you for your support of the Grand Parade.
Oh, it's our pleasure. We're excited to be a part of it, to be a part of the electricity that's here, and like you said, we're right in the backyard of Canton, Ohio.
Tell us a little bit about Certified Angus Beef and what makes a piece of beef certified?
Yeah, well, Certified Angus Beef represents the highest quality beef available, produced by the best producers in this country, focused on delivering consumers just a great beef eating experience each and every time. And we do that by focusing on making sure that our brand meets 10 science-based specifications for quality that assure that all a consumer has to do is look for the logo and know that if it's not certified, it's not the best.
Well, as a local company rooted in supporting many small town communities, what does it mean to be here today and be a part of this parade for Certified Angus Beef?
It's extremely exciting for us. As I mentioned, we're owned by farmers and ranchers across this country that live in small rural communities, and parades represent a big part of the heartbeat of a lot of these small communities. They're ways for us to celebrate great moments and oftentimes are surrounded by great food. And so that really makes being a part of this parade very special for us at Certified Angus Beef. Bringing legendary moments and legendary talents together with legendary beef is a great fit right here in our backyard.
Well, speaking of great food, tell us, what is your go-to tailgate food?
Well, my go-to is a smash burger, on a pretzel bun. I'm there all day long.
Oh, That's awesome. That's one of my favorites, too.
Well, John, we really appreciate you being here with us this morning. We appreciate Certified Angus Beef's support of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade. And I think you're in for a treat today because you're in for a treat 365 days a year at Certified Angus Beef.
That's right. It's the gift that keeps on giving all the day year long. We believe that we should celebrate great moments like we are here, and we celebrate every day with great beef.
Well, we couldn't be more glad to have Certified Angus Beef with us today, and thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Angus Beef, we believe life needs flavor. Beef that tastes amazing, no matter how you cook it. Still, there's just something about the world's best beef in an open flame. Rich, satisfying taste, punctuated by fire and smoke. It's why you don't grill with just any beef, because the flavor of your meal should match the flavor of your moment. The Certified Angus Beef brand. If it's not certified, it's not the best.
Welcome back to the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef, and we are thrilled to have you join us here for a signature event of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival. Each year, the Grand Parade draws tens of thousands of spectators to downtown Canton for a morning full of music, marching, and memories.
Today's Grand Parade is presented by Certified Angus Beef brand, headquartered in Worcester, Ohio, and brought to you by family farms and ranches. Certified Angus Beef brings game-winning flavors to your tailgate. As the only certified beef flavor, simply look for the logo in a store near you, because if it's not certified, it's not the best. Be the MVP and find elevated game day recipes at CertifiedAngusBeef.com. Your game day dishes will be so good, even opposing fans are asking for a bite.
Great to see our color guard bringing things down here, Cleveland Avenue in downtown Canton. This, of course, is the 2nd Marine Aircraft Wing Band from Cherry Point, North Carolina. They are sponsored by Huntington Bank. Huntington Bank, founded right here in the Midwest in 1866. Stale bears its founder's name. Huntington's welcome philosophy centers around deep relationship building capabilities to best meet each customer's specific needs. Huntington and its affiliates provide consumers, small and middle market businesses, corporations, municipalities, and other organizations with a comprehensive suite of banking, payments, and wealth management. This is our football player balloon, brought to you by Certified Angus Beef. As we mentioned, Certified Angus Beef right here, right across just west of here in Worcester, Ohio. They do a great job here. So happy to have them. And obviously, you're talking about football and parades. Tailgates obviously come up, and Certified Angus Beef provides the best beef for your tailgate parties.
Oh, I think, I thought they were going to spin it, but it looks like they're not. Well, we're always happy to have our friends from our backyard, and it looks like we have the walking flag from the Joseph A. Jeffries Company Incorporated here with us, celebrating the spirit of America with us today. And these are volunteers walking, carrying the big flag. A big thank you to the Joseph A. Jeffries Company for sponsoring this great unit. This general contractor has served the Stark County area since 1933. Joseph A. Jeffries is operated by the second and third generation and continues to support our community. Thank you to them.
Very appreciative of all the community work Joseph A. Jeffries Company does here in Stark County, not just this weekend, but throughout the year. They're very heavily involved. Everyone loves the Magical Train because it creates fun and excitement everywhere it goes. And today, thanks to Wishes Can Happen organization, the Magical Train is creating that fun and excitement right here in Canton. Riding on the Magical Train are several children and their parents, all recipients of the tremendous support provided by Wishes Can Happen. Wishes Can Happen grants wishes to children with life-threatening illnesses. They are all local, all volunteer charity, and are proud that over 90% of the funds generated truly benefit the children. Wishes Can Happen. They work closely with the Akron Children's Hospital physicians and families to make dreams come true. It's great to see all those smiling faces there.
And here comes the Glen Oak High School Marching Band, our 2025 Battle of the Bands winner from Plain Township and under the direction of Chris Irwin. Is comprised of grades 9 through 12 and is one of 7 bands offered at Glen Oak. With roughly 140 instrumentalists, plus their cheerleaders, color guards, and majorettes, the Golden Eagles Marching Band is the pride of Plain Township. They have marched in the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Day Parade and the New York St. Patrick's Day Parade. Glen Oak is a merger of Glen Oak and Glenwood schools and the alma mater of Dan Deerdorf, who was inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame in 1996. Obviously, Stark County is rich in music and football. We would like to say thank you to Pellegrino Music and Lesson Center for their generous support of our Battle of the Bands competition.
Band sounds great this morning, and early they sound like they're in mid-season form, really.
Absolutely. Who knows how great they'll sound mid-football season.
Of course, Dan Deerdorf Christian for many years hosted this parade on TV.
Oh, that's fantastic. I didn't know that.
Glen Oak is one of Stark County's larger marching bands. They do a great job every year over at Glen Oak.
Glen Oak has a wonderful arts program.
Here we have 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinee Eric Allen and presenter his son, Austin Allen. Eric Allen was the 30th overall pick in the 1988 NFL Draft and spent 14 years in the National Football League. He played for the Eagles for 7 seasons from 1988 to 94, the New Orleans Saints for 3 seasons from 1995 to 97, and the Oakland Raiders for 4 seasons from 1998 to 2001. As a dynamic cornerback, he quickly made an impact his rookie year, racking up 5 interceptions. During his second season, he recorded 8 picks, which earned him a Pro Bowl selection and first-team All-Pro honors. He went on to lead his team in total interceptions 7 times in his career. Eric Allen was selected for 6 Pro Bowls during his career and earned second-team All-Pro honors twice. He played in 217 regular season games, 9 postseason games during his career, and totaled 54 interceptions for 826 yards, and he scored 8 times.
Deep in the American heartland, nestled between rolling fields of golden wheat, there's a small family farm. It's notable because 2 of the greatest of all time came from that farm. The first was Jim Thorpe, Olympic gold medalist, multi-sport athlete, and professional football legend. The second is named Goldie the Goat. Glad he can spare some time to join us today. The Pro Football Hall of Fame is conducting a raffle for one winner to drive home with a brand new 2025 Ford Maverick truck, courtesy of the generous support of Loudon Ford Motors, located in Minerva. The prize also includes $2,000 in cash. Tickets are $50 each, and the winner will be drawn at 5 p.m. on December 31st, 2025.
You're watching the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade, presented by Certified Angus Beef.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the lettuce, make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio, lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions of prizes, don't you know?
Welcome back to the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade. And right now we've got Louisville has been celebrating the signing of the United States Constitution since 1952 and celebrates with many events, including their own community parade. Here with us today are the 24-25 Louisville Constitution Royal Court ambassadors, Chloe Miller and Natalie Norden. Joining them are the essay winners, Lee Steenrod, Callie McKimmey, and Aubrey Johnston. These fine youth organize and participate in community service events while representing the Constitution town. Thank you to these fine young men and women for their inspiration to others, and thank you to Arrowhead Orchard for sponsoring this wonderful float.
And coming up right behind them is the pride of Louisville, the Louisville High School Marching Band, led by Chris Bleininger. They have 135 kids marching today. They were our 2023 Battle of the Bands winner. The Louisville High School Marching Band joins us every other year at the parade, and we are so glad to have them for the 2025 Enshrinement Festival. They sound absolutely wonderful. Look at those cheerleaders.
Yeah, Chris Blinder does a great job, and also it's been a heck of a season, or a heck of a school year in Louisville, because the Louisville High School boys basketball team made history by winning the state championship, showcasing incredible teamwork, resilience, and skill throughout the season. The championship not only represents a major achievement for the team, but also brings pride and excitement to the entire Louisville community. They were led to this victory by head coach Tom Siegfried, and want to thank Rockaway Home Mortgage, the Kruger team, West Main Veterinary Clinic, and Rock Solid Painting Company for sponsoring this wonderful float and paying tribute to the season that the Leopards had on the basketball floor. Tom Siegfried, of course, retired at the end of that season.
And we've got some of our hometown favorites. We've got the personalities from Mix 94.1, and it's a Stark County tradition to have them with us. Mix 94.1 is all about music and fun. Welcome to the Morning Personalities with Matt Fantone, heard Monday through Friday, 6 a.m. to 10 a.m., as well as Jabba Joel, who'll keep you entertained every weekday. Please also welcome the Kenny and JT Show from News Talk 1480 WHBC. Mix 94.1 and News Talk 1480 WHBC are proud to be part of the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival, and especially the Grand Parade.
And here's Eddie McClintock. He's an American actor best known for his role as Secret Service agent Pat Latimer on the sci-fi series Warehouse 13. Before acting, he studied design and worked in various jobs, including a production assistant, before breaking into television in the late 1990s. Known for his charm and comedic timing, McClintock has appeared in numerous TV shows and films. He's also a graduate of North Canton Hoover High School, and he's in town here this month to film a new movie, and they're filming parts of that at WHBC using the radio station there. So it'll be interesting to see that come out. Christian, this is really what we have now. We've got some of our returning Hall of Famers. That's Elvin Bethea from the class of 2003. He's riding there with Joe DeLamalore, also from the class of 2003. Joe played for the Buffalo Bills and Cleveland Browns as a guard. After winning all rookie honors, his success continued, and he was named to 6 Pro Bowls, was selected to the All-Pro and All-AFC teams for 6 consecutive seasons. Of course, Joe and Elvin Bethea really became close friends. Robert Brazil from the class of 2018 was a linebacker for the Houston Oilers. He was drafted in the first round in 1975, and he was also an All-Pro for 5 straight seasons. We got Randy Gradishar from the class of 2024. He's riding with his wife, Beth. Gradishar played for the Denver Broncos from 1974 to 1983. He was one of only 10 linebackers with at least 7 Pro Bowls, 20 interceptions, and 10 fumble recoveries. He earned AP NFL Defensive MVP Player of the Year in 1978. There's Kevin Maway from the class of 2019. He was a right guard and center for the league for 16 seasons. He played for the Seahawks, the Jets, the Titans. He earned a total of 8 Pro Bowl selections. Still looks like he could suit up and play. Randall McDaniel, also from the class of 2009. He was drafted by the Vikings in the first round of the 1988 NFL Draft as a guard. He was a member of both the Vikings and Tampa Bay Buccaneers. He helped anchor a very strong Vikings offensive unit, and he was selected to 12 straight Pro Bowls, 9 first-team All-Pro selections, and was selected as a member of the NFL's All-Decade team. Really, when you make the NFL All-Decade team, it's sort of like a precursor to becoming a Pro Football Hall of Fame when you're in that elite class of playing for the best for a 10-year period.
And here comes the Blue Angel by one of our sponsors from the Solmet Group. Flying into their 40th year, here comes the Blue Angel by this family-owned and operated for 40 years. The Solmet Group is comprised of 4 steel processing locations, 75 employees, and totaling over 100,000 square feet of manufacturing space, all right here in Canton. Solmet Group services industries including oil and gas fields, steel manufacturers, gear and power transmissions, mining, and many others. Thank you so much to the Solmet Group for being a leader in our community.
Pro Football Hall of Fame became a reality thanks to the extraordinary community effort. Back in 1961, Christian, the Timken Company kicked off fundraising with a $100,000 donation. And it's community efforts like that that makes our next entry here, the Enrichment Enrich Corps Sound of Start, that consists of a drum line, a dance line, and color guard. They are, of course, a local favorite. Enrichment was founded in 2012 by Betty Smith for underserved urban youth from ages 5 through 18. This local program offers free classes in all phases of the arts. The Drumline is an affiliate of the Canton Bluecoats. The company Encore is Moms with Palms, moms of the Drumline members. The Enrichment Drumline performs at 70 plus events throughout Stark County, and we're very happy to have them with us today.
Enrichment is fantastic. My daughter attended summer camp there this summer.
Of course, the Enrichment van that carries a lot of their supplies and instruments making its way through the parade route here. This is one of the longest parades in the country in terms of length. When you're talking downtown Canton all the way 25 blocks from here.
Up next is Wendy Lichtenwalder, our 2025 Grand Parade Marshal. Wendy has spent many years teaching at Canton City Schools and now coaches at First Tee, helping kids learn golf and life skills. She's active in the community through the Mercy Service League, Junior League, and the Women's Fund Endowment of the Stark County Foundation. She has also volunteered at the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival, serving on the Security and Logistics Committee and the Communications team. When she is not volunteering, you can find her traveling. Riding with her today is her grandson.
You're watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef.
At Certified Angus Beef, we believe life needs flavor. Beef that tastes amazing, no matter how you cook it. Still, there's just something about the world's best beef in an open flame. Rich, satisfying taste, punctuated by fire and smoke. It's why you don't grill with just any beef, because the flavor of your meal should match the flavor of your moment. The Certified Angus Beef brand. If it's not certified, it's not the best.
Welcome back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef. And right now we have special thanks to Newcomers Chapel of Pigeon Run United Methodist Church. For the past 14 years, Newcomers has proudly presented the Veterans Freedom Float, a heartfelt tribute to the sacrifices made by the brave men and women who have selflessly served our nation. Each year, we also take this opportunity to honor the precious freedoms we enjoy made possible by those who defended our rights and liberties. And this float earned the NFL award for the best use of flowers here this morning. So congratulations to the Freedom Float by Newcomers Chapel of Pigeon Run United Methodist Church. Great to have them here with us this morning, those veterans on that float, and really appreciate their sacrifices for our country and the freedoms that we enjoy this morning, provided by men and women like that.
The Stark County Sheriff Office Mounted Unit is comprised of reserve deputies who own and maintain all of their own horses and equipment. They have participated in the Grand Parade for more than 30 years. This unit provides important security and crowd control for many Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival events and can be seen in numerous parades and events throughout the county. They are also called upon to assist law enforcement agencies during searches and other emergencies. Well, we thank them so much for being here today.
Ag Pro of North Canton, formerly Ag Pro of Massillon, is proud to support local farmers, homeowners, and landowners with a full lineup of new and used John Deere equipment. From lawn care to large acre operations, this full-service dealership offers expert parts, service, and sales as part of the trusted Ag Pro family. Looking for great financing on equipment you need to get the job done? Ag Pro North Canton is your go-to team for compact tractors, riding lawnmowers, compact construction equipment, and more. You'll also find a full selection of steel handheld tools for both residential and commercial use. Come see them on Sunset Strip Northwest. Just look for the rows of green tractors out front. We're your home team for hard work and hometown service. Really appreciate the folks at Ag Pro joining us this year and most years. So they do a great job supporting the community here.
That's fantastic.
That is one loud horn. You know that Ag Pro's coming with the John Deere equipment when you see the John Deere rig pulling down Cleveland Avenue here.
He seems like he's having a lot of fun laying on that horn.
You know, Christian, this is the 62nd Enshrinement Festival and the 40th anniversary of the beloved Balloon Classic. It's proof that Canton knows how to celebrate and that our community support and spirit remain as strong as ever. The creator of the Balloon Classic and many of the original pilots are still involved in that event and have participated in it every year. The Balloon Classic was held last weekend and more than 100,000 people were there.
Here comes the Perry High School Marching Band from right here in Stark County. The 120-member Perry High School Marching Band is considered among the finest high school bands in Ohio. They are led today by director Ryan Smith. In addition to performing at all Perry High School football games, the Marching Panthers compete around the state and have qualified for Ohio Music Educators Association state finals for 14 consecutive years. This band will also travel to Disney World to perform.
Of course, a lot of the students have been involved all summer long preparing for their first performance of the season. They didn't just roll out of bed and get those instruments out here this morning. They've been practicing in the summer heat here in Stark County for a long time. Let's take a listen to the Perry Panther Marching Band. Really appreciate the Panthers joining us this morning here in downtown Canton for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Festival Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef. Christian, the Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Pro Football Hall of Fame have worked hand in hand since 1963 to bring the Enshrinement Festival to life. While the Hall really focuses on the concert, the game, and the enshrinement itself, the Chamber proudly produces the Balloon Classic, the Up, Up, and Away 5K, the Community Parade, the Fashion Show Luncheon, the Enshrinees Gold Jacket Dinner held the night before the parade, the Grand Parade, and of course the Enshrinees Roundtable, which is held tomorrow when you get to see a lot of sleepy-eyed Hall of Famers who have partied the night away from their enshrinement at that Roundtable event.
And I'll tell you, the Roundtable is when you get the real deal of the game.
Really, really do. Really enjoy the work that is done by the Chamber. As the Panthers continue to march their way up Cleveland Avenue. Perry Band looks a little bit larger than usual. Well, we're joined by another class member of the 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement class. It's Jared Allen and his presenter, Ron Allen, his father. Jared Allen was selected in the 2004 NFL Draft by the Kansas City Chiefs as a defensive end. He spent 3 seasons with the Chiefs from 2004 to 2007, 5 seasons with the Minnesota Vikings from 2008 to 2013, and then ended his career in Chicago from 2014 and 15. Allen quickly became a dominant defensive force in the league, beginning his rookie year as he led the Chiefs in sacks. He accomplished this feat 2 more times within his first 4 years, eventually earning himself the NFL sack title in 2007. When Allen was traded to the Vikings, he continued his success and recorded 11 sacks. Of course, he is driving in his own pink Cadillac with that convertible with those big horns out there, and Jared Allen is kind of known for that pink Cadillac.
I remember a long time ago he had an episode of MTV Cribs with his signature pink Cadillac. He brought the energy last night at the Gold Jacket Dinner. He seemed like he is just living in his moment as he should.
Not many Hall of Famers drive themselves down the parade route.
And from what I understand, he was very adamant on driving his own car.
Oh yeah, if you have that pink Cadillac convertible with those Texas horns like that, you're not letting anybody else behind the wheel.
Absolutely not.
Well, Jared Allen really enjoying himself here. He's celebrated a couple of times throughout Stark County, throughout the events here since he arrived in town by doing that signature sack dance that he's known for, and I understand he may have had a wardrobe malfunction last night.
That's what the people are telling us. Good for him. That's awesome.
He was selected to 5 Pro Bowls, 4 first-team All-Pro honors, and earned the 2nd NFL sack title in 2011. He had 136 sacks during his career. Riding with him today is his family. Of course, you can see some of the ultimate fans behind him as he makes his way down the parade route here. Jared Allen just having himself a wonderful time in Stark County. We mentioned that Gold Jacket last night was the Gold Jacket dinner. The iconic Gold Jacket is one of 3 symbols members of the Hall of Fame induction class receive, along with a bronze bust and a Hall of Fame ring. Each jacket is custom made by Hager and presented right here in Canton at that dinner the night before the Grand Parade.
Next down the route is the incredible float built by Hilscher Clark Electric Company. For more than 100 years, individuals and businesses across Ohio have trusted Hilscher Clark electrical engineering contractors to deliver electrical construction, engineering, and testing the highest workmanship. And they did not fall short of highest workmanship when crafting their float today. This thing is amazing. Thanks for joining us today, Hilscher Clark. And it won the Mayor's Award for Best Animation. And speaking of Hilscher Clark, they decided to stay and move their headquarters to downtown Canton, and we're very grateful for that, for them keeping those jobs in that business right here in our community.
That's right. They're one block over, kind of catty corner from where we are right now. They're not too far, those headquarters moving over here, so really appreciate Hilscher Clark's involvement in Stark County and supporting downtown Canton's revitalization efforts. One of the community parade kicked this whole thing off about 2 weeks ago. It took place down Market Avenue. The reach of the community parade has continued to expand, attracting units from around the region. It takes thousands of people, volunteers, to bring the Enshrinement Festival to life each year, with nearly 2,500 volunteers step up to make things happen, and really appreciate all the work that is done by the Chamber of Commerce and our folks here at Image Video to bring us this parade this morning. Hilscher Clark has got a long, expansive unit here, and you can see why they won the Mayor's Award for Best Display of Animation there. What a nice float that is. A lot of work being done. A lot of work goes into making these floats happen. Shears Food is a leading private label and co-manufacturing company that makes high-quality snacks, including potato chips, tortilla chips, and shells, cookies, crackers, and wafers. They have 17 facilities across North America and are committed to delivering the highest quality products. Shears Foods has been in business for more than 50 years. They began right here in Canton as a family-owned market, and they are now the largest salty snack provider in the United States, also serving our Canadian friends just north of the border here. While their snacks are now solely created for other brands under a private label and co-manufacturing, the taste that you know and love from Shears is still prominent across the snack industry. They truly make snacking time a time to celebrate, and of course Mr. Potato Head there. A lot of the fans here, this is early in the parade route, there you go, you're going to see Mr. Potato Head making a spin here on Cleveland Avenue right in front of the AEP building. So nice to see the volunteers on the Shear Foods balloon, Mr. Potato Head, putting some work in this morning.
They're putting the work in early. They still have a couple miles to go. Good for them. You know, and with Shears being a part of our community, we have to talk about just the economic impact that, you know, this parade brings. You know, each summer across all the festival events, about 700,000 people, locals and out-of-towners, just come to Canton and descend upon, you know, to celebrate football's heroes and our community.
Absolutely. This is one of the biggest boons for the Stark County community and Canton area all year long.
Here comes the Q92 crew with joining us today is Christian and Lauren in the morning, Nicolina, your midday diva, and J-Dub in the afternoon. We also have some of WDPN crew with like Rex Combs in the morning and news reporters Clint Marshall and Jeff Mears. Sam Borquin with Q92 Sports on WDPN is joining us today, and with Jordan Miller from Jordan Miller News, who is featured on Q92.
Appreciate all the work they do over at Q92, reporting the news, entertaining us here in Stark County. Coming up behind Q92 is another one of our Stark County bands. I can hear them making their way right now. It's a Tuslaw High School marching band. It participates in parades and band festivals around Northeast Ohio and has participated in the Grand Parade for more than 30 years. The band is directed by Derek East. They have participated in the Buckeye Invitational in Columbus this past year and received third place honors in the AutoZone Liberty Bowl Beale Street Parade in Memphis, Tennessee in 2023. This year the band is performing in their newly purchased uniforms. They look great. They sound even better making their way down Cleveland Avenue here. Really appreciate all the work from Mr. East and the Tuslaw High School marching band.
That blue looks wonderful on them. They sound wonderful, and I hope they feel wonderful as well.
Yeah, you can see a lot of the folks here lining Cleveland Avenue enjoying the Tuslaw High School marching band. And right now we are going to send it to break. You're watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch. Find the letters, make a match. Lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Welcome back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef here in downtown Canton, Ohio. As we finish up some of the antique cars being driven down, there is a Model A, 1931 Ford Model A in there, 1929 Ford Model A, 1931 Ford Model A, and there's that 1950 Cadillac Series 62 that has retained its original paint.
We've got our returning class of Hall of Famers. We've got Di Wright, wife of Rayfield Wright, class of 2006. Wright was a tackle for the Dallas Cowboys from 1967 to 1979. He earned first and second team All-NFL honors 6 consecutive times, started in 6 NFC championship games, and played in 5 Super Bowls. We also have Linda Brown, wife of Roosevelt Brown, class of 1975. Brown was an offensive tackle and all NFL 8 consecutive years, has played in 9 Super Bowls, and was Lineman of the Year in 1956. We're happy to have her with here today. And we also have Steve Largent, class of 1995. Largent was a wide receiver for the Seattle Seahawks from 1976 to 1989. He caught passes in 177 straight games and was named All-Pro in 1983, 1985, and 1987, and selected to play in 7 Pro Bowls. We're happy to have Steve with us here today.
Linda Brown, and celebrating the 50th anniversary of Roosevelt's election in 1975, and Steve Largent here celebrating the 30th anniversary. Right now, coming down the parade route is a blast from the past with a powerful message for the future. Gigi's Playhouse is here to serve up acceptance for all and raise awareness for the Down syndrome community, one smile at a time. Gigi's Playhouse makes a lifetime commitment to changing lives and providing hope through the delivery of free educational, therapeutic, and career development programs for individuals with Down syndrome, their families, and the community. A huge thank you to Relive, the presenting sponsor of today's float, for going beyond the ride to support meaningful community connections and inclusive opportunities. Your support keeps the mission moving. Special thanks also goes out to Lift Up Balloons and Designs for adding the extra flair, and D2 Custom Construction for helping bring this vision to life. Let's not forget Ennis Majori, who the incredible design sponsor who helped bring this dream to life.
And here's my boss, the Honorable William V. Scheer, the second mayor of the city of Canton, elected in 2023. He started his first term January 1, 2024, a lifelong resident of Stark County, and having been born in Canton, Mayor Scheer graduated from McKinley High School in 1998 and the Ironworkers Local 550 Apprenticeship Training Program in 1992. Since 1989, Mayor Scheer's career began with the Ironworkers Local 550, where he served various elected and appointed positions. Prior to being elected mayor, he also served Canton City Council president from 2018 until his election as mayor. Riding with Mayor Scheer today is his wife Carrie, two of their 3 daughters, and their grandchildren. They are both so proud of their daughters and their grandchildren.
Really appreciate all the work Mayor Scheer has done since being elected.
And here is my alma mater and our hometown band, Canton McKinley Marching Band, under the direction of Zachary Taylor and assistant director David Singhouse. The marching band was formed in 1922 by William Strassner, and this year marks the 103rd edition of the band. The band is a 115-strong member and is joined today by the Canton McKinley cheerleaders, coached by Nevaeh Mitchell. The band performs at all football games and several parades throughout Northeast Ohio each year, earning the best overall unit in the 2024 Akron Welcome Santa Parade. They are looking forward to getting back to a new school year full of performances and their district in their community. Go Bulldogs.
McKinley band looks great.
As always.
Lots of pride for you this morning,
Lots
watching
of
the
pride.
Bulldogs come down Cleveland Avenue here.
It's one of my favorite memories, going down Cleveland Avenue with my little clarinet.
The Wheelmen organization keeps alive the heritage of cycling by restoring and riding bicycles over 95 years old. The high wheel bicycles are from the 1880s. Other bicycles are from the turn of the century. Some members have ridden coast to coast on their high wheel bicycles. They have ridden in the Philadelphia Thanksgiving Parade, Washington, D.C. 4th of July, the Minster Oktoberfest Parade, the Cleveland St. Patrick's Day Parade, and many, many parades throughout communities all across the Northeast region of the country. Right now we have 2025 Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinees Sterling Sharp and his presenter, Shannon Sharp. Sterling Sharp was a first-round pick by the Green Bay Packers in the 1988 NFL Draft. During his 7 seasons in the league and as a Packer, he would set a new record just to beat his own record the next year. As a dominant wide receiver, he led the league in single-season receptions in 1989 and then again, and set a new league records in both in 1992 and 93, catching 108 passes in 92 and then 112 receptions in 1993. In addition, Sterling Sharp also led the NFL in receiving yards in 1992 and receiving touchdowns in 92 and 94. During his career, he was named to 5 Pro Bowls and earned All-Pro honors 3 times. Riding with Sterling today, of course, is his brother Shannon, his presenter. Shannon was a member of the class of 2011. This is the first pair of brothers that have ever been inducted into the Pro Football Hall of Fame. And riding behind them is Harold Green, a college teammate.
This morning, under the direction of Craig Carnes, we have the Sandy Valley Cardinal Marching Band. from Sandy Valley High School in Magnolia, Ohio. This is a military-style band of 40 instrumentalists, all wearing their school colors of red, black, and white. Sandy Valley High School, located in southeastern Stark County, has marched in every Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival Grand Parade since its inception. This band has played at the Stark County Fair Band Show, as well as the Dover and Carrollton Band Shows. They will also be marching in the Ohio Swiss Festival Parade this year.
All right, football fans, it is time to rejoice. Representing your passion and enthusiasm for the game of football, the Pro Football's Ultimate Fans Float has been taking the Grand Parade to the next level for more than 20 years. In fact, they won the Grand Parades for their float in 2024, and they won the Enshrinees Award for Most Effective Use of Color this year. With sponsorships from Akron Auto Auction and representation from the Professional Football Ultimate Fans Association, this float is destined for the Hall of Fame. Akron Auto Auction is family-owned and operated, an automobile auction that proudly serves Northeast Ohio for 50 years. Third-generation President Chad Bailey and his 200-plus staff proudly offer both a public and dealer sale every Tuesday with more than 1,100 vehicles crossing the block. Come on down and join them in their lanes or visit their website for more information at akronautoauction.com and valueautoauction.com. Akron Auto Auction is no stranger to excellence, and they're proud to be honored here alongside some of the all-time greats once again. Like their loyal customer base, these frenzied football fans are football's ultimate fans each football Sunday and truly make the game a special experience for all. You're watching the 2025 Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival Grand Parade, presented by Certified Angus Beef.
At Certified Angus Beef, we believe life needs flavor. Beef that tastes amazing, no matter how you cook it. Still, there's just something about the world's best beef in an open flame. Rich, satisfying taste, punctuated by fire and smoke. It's why you don't grill with just any beef, because the flavor of your meal should match the flavor of your moment. The Certified Angus Beef brand. If it's not certified, it's not the best.
Welcome back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival Grand Parade, presented by Certified Angus Beef. We've got the Canal Fulton continues honor passing by, offering canal boat rides on the Ohio and Erie Canal. The St. Helena 3, a concrete boat, travels a 1-mile stretch from St. Helena Heritage Park to Lock Ford Park, complete with a historian to transport its visitors back to yesteryear. This float, named the Mini St. Helena 3, is a wooden replica of the boat that had been used for decades. So glad you could make it this morning.
We are now joined by a class of returning Hall of Famers. There's Steve Atwater from the class of 2020 and his wife Letha Atwater. He was a safety for the Denver Broncos and was named to the NFL's All-Decade team of the 1990s and led the Broncos to a Super Bowl victory in 1998. There's Dave Casper and his wife Susan, known as the Ghost, had an outstanding 11 seasons, 147 games in the NFL. He was a tight end for the Oakland and LA Raiders, Houston Oilers, and Minnesota Vikings. Casper was a key contributor to the Raiders' Super Bowl 11 victory. He was named All-Pro and All-NFC in 4 consecutive seasons. We've got Latressa Dolman, wife of Chris Dolman from the class of 2012. Dolman was drafted as a linebacker by the Minnesota Vikings as a first-round pick during the NFL draft in 1995 and had 8 team sack titles and played in 8 Pro Bowls. Very nice of Latressa to join us here this morning. We have the family of Floyd Little joining us here this morning. Deborah Little. Little was a running back for the Denver Broncos from 1967 to 75 and was named to 2 AFL All-Star games and 3 AFC NFC Pro Bowls. He was all AFC first or second team 4 straight years. James Lofton from the class of 2003 and his wife Beverly Lofton. Lofton was a wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers, Los Angeles Raiders, Buffalo Bills, and he also played for the Eagles. He recorded more than 50 catches in a season 9 times. Anthony Munoz from the class of 1998 was a tackle for the Cincinnati Bengals for 13 seasons from 1980 to 1992. Earning high esteem in the league, Munoz was named All-Pro 11 consecutive seasons and selected to 11 Pro Bowls. Ron Yeri and his wife Jamie. Ron, of course, from the class of 2001. He was a tackle for the Minnesota Vikings from 1968 to 1981 for the Los Angeles Rams, also in 1982. He was All-Pro 6 straight seasons, All NFC 8 years in a row. Here comes the Jackson High School Marching Band, Christian. This is where I work, and really they do a great job. With about 300 members in their purple uniforms, it's easy to see why they're called the Purple Army. The Jackson High School Marching Band is under the direction of David Gleason and is assisted by Joseph Carlson, Neil Lantry, Sam Kugel, and Lisa Eisman. The Purple Army has performed throughout the United States, China, and Ireland. This December, the band will travel to Orlando to march in Disney parks. The Jackson bands offer several performing opportunities for their students, including marching band, 4 concert bands, 2 jazz ensembles, and the pep band. Let's listen to the Polar Bears. Got to hear them most of the summer practicing outside the offices, outside the high school there. They sound great. David Gleason does a marvelous job with the band. And the band numbers are actually up, if you can believe that.
That's fantastic.
They're really pushing about 300 members in the Purple Army.
That means that they're starting early and getting kids engaged in music earlier.
Jackson does a great job with the arts program, elementary art all the way K through 5, and then arts throughout the entire district from K-12 then.
A warm welcome to Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival General Chair Vi Leggett. Vi has devoted more than 41 years of leadership experience to Altman Health Foundation in a variety of clinical and non-clinical areas. Prior to joining the Altman Foundation leadership team, she was Vice President of Community Engagement at Altman College. Having served on various committees and boards throughout the community, Leggett is currently the chairperson of Women's Impact. Leggett is a graduate of Kent State University, Ashland University, and the University of Akron. She and her husband Don are parents of a daughter. So glad to see her coming down the parade route.
And now a regular crowd pleaser. It's our good friend Philippe the Frog. Philippe the Frog, he's the mascot of the Stark County Park District, Stark Parks. Stark Parks manages 15 parks and more than 125 miles of recreational trails, including 25 miles of the Ohio and Erie Canal Path Towpath Trail. This friendly hiking frog attends special events at various park sites, participates in parades, and makes appearances all over Stark County. Philippe's, he's known for giving high fives and waves to greeting park visitors. Philippe brings out the child in all of us.
Rolling through their 30th year in a float full of celebration, brought to you by Liberty HealthShare. Liberty HealthShare offers health-conscious individuals and families an affordable way to share medical care expenses in a like-minded community. They are a Christian membership-based nonprofit organization where they help facilitate the voluntary sharing between members to pay each other's medical costs. For more information, please visit libertyhealthshare.org.
And this float won the Chamber Award for Best Display of Enthusiasm, and you can certainly see why. And right now, make a wish and look who's rolling in. It's the 50th anniversary cake brought to you by Midwest Industrial Supply. This year, Midwest is proudly celebrating 50 years of innovation, reliability, and results, as well as enthusiasm spinning that birthday cake. Since 1975, they've helped industrial sites, mining operations, and job sites across the globe stay safe and dust-free. Midwest is leading the way for safer job sites with innovations for the unpaved world. Here's the 50 years and many more to come. Happy anniversary, Midwest Industrial Supply.
Under the direction of Jim Howe, we are joined by the East Canton Hornet Marching Band, performing at all football events, band shows, and local parades. This band, along with their cheerleaders and majorettes, are here to brighten our morning with their talents. They have performed in Chicago, Kings Island, and Cedar Point, as well as alongside the bands of the University of Mount Union and Malone. Thank you to the East Canton Hornets for being with us here today. Let's hear the Hornets for a second. You're watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, Skrilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lute and scratch, find the letters, make a match, lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio Lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Welcome back to the Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef. And right now we're joined by Dan Fouts, class of 1993. He was a quarterback for the San Diego Chargers from 1973 to 1987, was a six-time Pro Bowler, three-time All-Pro, NFL MVP in 1982, and the AFC Player of the Year in 1979 and 1982. Of course, Dan is also well known for his work on the Monday Night Football broadcast and also in the TV booth in general. So really appreciate Dan making his way back to Canton, Ohio. He's one of those guys who's almost always here. There's John Hanna from the class of 1991. He was a guard for the New England Patriots from 1973 to 85. In his 13 seasons in the league, he was regarded as the best guard in pro football. He was named All-Pro 10 straight years of his 13-year career. A key component of the Patriots' success, he was recognized for his efforts and elected to 9 Pro Bowls. Mike Haynes from the class of 1997. He was a cornerback for the New England Patriots and Los Angeles Raiders. He played in a Super Bowl and was selected to 9 Pro Bowls. Looks like Willie Lanier from the class of 1986. He was a linebacker for the Kansas City Chiefs. He was selected All AFC 8 times, 2 AFL All-Star games, 6 AFC NFC Pro Bowls, and played in Super Bowl 4. Really happy to have Willie Lanier back with us. He's one of those guys that comes back just about every year. Lots of Hall of Famers making their way back here. Got Charles Haley celebrating his 10th anniversary class with his son Charles Jr. from the class of 2015. Charles Haley was a defensive end and linebacker for 12 seasons, played for the 49ers for 6 seasons and the Cowboys for 5 seasons. Ron Wolf is with us with his wife Edie. Ron, of course, was inducted in 2015 as a contributor. He was the Oakland and Los Angeles Raiders, American Football League, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, New York Jets, and Green Bay Packers executive during his career. He helped build a Raiders franchise that won 9 division titles and turned the Packers into a dominant NFL franchise. So really happy to have Ron with us, and would be remiss if we didn't mention this. Today, Marv Levy, Hall of Famer Marv Levy, who is in town, is celebrating his 100th birthday.
Oh, that's fantastic. Well, here we have the big Idaho potato truck with the Tater Team. It's on its 13th cross-country journey. It began in 2012 as a one-year campaign to celebrate the 75th anniversary of the Idaho Potato Commission, and became quickly apparent of its success in that it would be more than a one-year occurrence. It literally became a big piece of pop culture. It travels the country promoting the certified heart-healthy potato, Idaho Potato, and its mission to help small charities in towns and cities with its A Big Helping program. Not to mention that people want to take a picture, to get their picture taken with a 4-ton Idaho potato.
That is one big potato making its way all the way here to Canton, Ohio. Everyone knows the Sugardale hot dogs. You've seen them at Cleveland Guardian games racing around the field, but have you met the newest member of the team, Spicy Mustard? Together, the team appears racing through the Grand Parade here this morning. For generations, Sugardale hot dogs and baseball have gone hand in hand. Celebrate summer with the Cleveland Guardians and Sugardale, where dollar dog nights and exciting hot dog races make every game unforgettable. Sugardale right here in Stark County. Those races are always a fan favorite at Guardians games between Spicy Mustard and Ketchup.
And she is spicy. The Pride of Minerva High School Marching Band participates in parades and band festivals around Northeast Ohio and has participated in the Grand Parade for over 15 years. The band is directed by Derek Maxey. So glad to have you marching down our route today. Let's take a moment to listen to the Minerva High School Marching Band.
Next in the parade is the Patriot Project, founded here in North Canton by Dr. Tim Novelli. Representing the Patriot Project this year are Medal of Honor recipients Sammy Davis and Ken David. Kenneth J. David, U.S. Army Specialist 4th Class from Girard, Ohio, is a retired United States Army soldier who was awarded the Medal of Honor on January 3rd, 2005 for his extraordinary heroism during the Vietnam War on May 7th, 1970. Ken David is the real Forrest Gump, U.S. Army Sergeant 1st Class. Is a U.S. Army veteran. Sammy Davis is a U.S. Army veteran who served during the Vietnam War and was awarded the Medal of Honor for his valor. He received the prestigious award on November 19, 1968 from President Lyndon B. Johnson during a White House ceremony. Davis's actions during the night-long firefight exemplified extraordinary bravery as he provided covering fire for his crew despite facing heavy enemy fire. His story is often associated with the character Forrest Gump, as both share similar experiences in the Vietnam War. The Patriot Project has more than 3,000 clinics nationwide providing free care for our military. Really appreciate the work being done by the Patriot Project here in North Canton, started here in North Canton by Dr. Tim Novelli.
Taking his time to get his steps in, here comes the Turtle, sponsored by Altman Health System. Altman is proud to be the area's first and only independent health system. They are one team, joined together and committed to one mission: to lead our community to improved health. And they've been here dedicated to providing you with the very best in care, wellness, education, insurance, and more. For your community, for your family, Altman is always here for you. Learn more about Altman Health System at altman.org.
And right now we have another member of the class of 2005. It is Antonio Gates. He was signed as an undrafted free agent in 2003 by the San Diego Chargers. Gates did not play football in college. He spent his entire college career as a standout at Kent State University's basketball team. Still, he began working out for NFL teams, and the Chargers finally took a chance on him, and what a chance it was. Gates really established himself as a dominant tight end during the beginning of his second season in the league. He spent his entire 16-season career with the Chargers and earned 8 Pro Bowl selections, as well as first-team All-Pro honors 3 times and second-team honors twice. Gates was also selected as a member of the NFL's All-Decade team in the 2000s. He topped 60 catches in 9 seasons and concluded his career with a total of 955 receptions for nearly 12,000 yards and 116 touchdowns, which is the most all-time by a tight end. Riding with him is his family, and he is surrounded by some of the ultimate fans, the ultimate Charger fans. He's got 2 young kids with him, so really glad to see the Gates family enjoying their time back here in Northeast Ohio.
Here comes the Alliance High School Marching Band from Alliance, Ohio, under the direction of Dr. Charles Page, Assistant Director Nathan Fate, Majorette Instructor Stacy Breedon, and Color Guard Instructor Kelly Eubank. The Aviators are an annual participant in our parade. They have also traveled to perform in parades in New York City, Disney World, and Philadelphia, where they performed on the deck of Battleship USS New Jersey. Alliance High School is also the alma mater of the late Hall of Famer Len Dawson, class of 1987. We're pleased to have the Aviators with us here this morning.
Len Dawson, of course, one of those Stark County natives who is enshrined in the Pro Football Hall of Fame. It's always great to have the Aviators coming down Cleveland Avenue as we get to pay a little homage to Len Dawson and make sure we keep his memory alive. Aviators sound great this morning.
They really do. It's always great to have it's always a little extra pride when an enshrinee comes from right here in our community.
This really is a community effort that takes place here, and right now we're brought Pigskin is the beloved mascot for Visit Canton, Stark County's Convention and Tourism Bureau. Pigskin and Visit Canton encourage you to be a tourist in your own community and get out to experience the spectacular festivals and events, the national museums and great attractions right here in the Canton region. To get the inside scoop on fun things to do in the area, like Visit Canton on Facebook and check out the website visitcanton.com. Visit Canton does so much to make sure that everybody knows about the events going on here in Stark County. Right now we have Chris Goff, the chairman of the Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce. He is here with his wife Michelle. Mr. Goff is chairman, president, and CEO of Employers Health. Employers Health is a Canton-based $5.5 billion pharmacy benefits management collective with more than 500 clients throughout the U.S. and covers more than 2.5 million lives. Mr. Goff has led the company for more than 30 years. We're happy to have him here with us today, and he's very heavily involved in the community. He's also members of many boards in Stark County. In addition to the Chamber of Commerce, he's also a board member at Jackson Local Schools, longtime board member at Jackson Local Schools, so really appreciate Mr. Goff and all he does for the community. You're watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef.
At Certified Angus Beef, we believe life needs flavor. Beef that tastes amazing, no matter how you cook it. Still, there's just something about the world's best beef in an open flame. Rich, satisfying taste, punctuated by fire and smoke. It's why you don't grill with just any beef, because the flavor of your meal should match the flavor of your moment. The Certified Angus Beef brand. If it's not certified, it's not the best.
Festival Grand Parade presented by Certified Angus Beef. And we have the marching band right now from Marlington High School. The Marching Dukes are a competition band representing Marlboro, Lexington, and Washington townships in eastern Stark County. The orange plaid on their uniforms comes from the ancient Stuart clan that has relatives living in Marlboro Township still. The group has more than 30 years of state marching band final appearances. The band will be taking their talents to Florida in the spring to perform in the Disney parks. So really happy to have the Marlington Marching Band here with us at the Grand Parade in beautiful downtown Canton, Ohio. This is a perfect day for a parade. Really appreciate all the high school bands and the work that goes into preparing for this parade and walking. It's about, what is that, about a 3-mile stretch?
I think it's about 2.2 if I'm not mistaken.
2.2, coming from somebody who would know there in the city of Canton, knowing exactly how long it is from here to, I believe they finish up at about Malone University.
They do, right in front of the Johnson Center. That orange does look fantastic on the band, and they sound fantastic. Good for them. The Ohio Horsemen's Council, the largest nonprofit equine organization in Ohio, and its 3,500 members are trusted advocates for riders of all ages, riding disciplines, and equine breeds. 64 county chapters are committed to serving the local needs of its members and ensuring access to public lands for recreational use while promoting social welfare, charitable, educational, and recreational opportunities. These beautiful horses and their owners represent various Northeast Ohio county chapters.
Appreciate all the work being done there. Even the horses can spin it a little bit on the parade route, so very nice to see it. It takes a lot of work to keep those horses in line, making this 2-mile trip down the parade route.
I'm sure this is a very different environment for them, and just keeping them calm down the parade route is a lot of work.
Next down the route is a very patriotic float built by Flags of Freedom. Steve Toohey built this float as a tribute to America and the 1,000 NFL veterans that have served our great nation. It has won the Hall of Fame Board of Trustees Award for Most Original Concept. The Perry Township Rotary Club, along with Operation Flags of Freedom, are representing the national program Wreaths Across America. Every year, there are more than 3 million live holiday wreaths placed upon the graves of our veterans across the country. For the past 4 years, the Perry Township Rotary Club has supported this program at Calvary Cemetery in Perry Township by placing 2,300 wreaths on the graves of our heroes. Nashville recording artist Ricky Lee is entertaining the crowd this morning with his singing. For more information, go to wreathsacrossamerica.org. Thank you so much for joining us today and bringing a true American spirit to the parade. Always good to hear Ricky Lee here at the Hall of Fame parade.
He also joins us for the Memorial Day parade, and the community really loves him. Make way, here comes the Stars and Stripes American flag balloon, a proud symbol of strength, unity, and community spirit, values that Kimball companies uphold every day. Joining the parade today are the hardworking employees of Kimball, a family-owned company rooted in eastern Ohio and committed to keeping our communities clean and green. Kimball also provides essential natural resource solutions to eastern Ohio families and industries, including crushed limestone and sandstone aggregates, recycled mulch, and energy services, supporting construction, infrastructure, and development throughout the region. Kimball, energy, materials, recycling, and disposal done right.
Really nice to have Kimball sponsoring the Stars and Stripe American flag here. Folks stand up to pay tribute to the flag making its way down Cleveland Avenue. The Kimball truck right behind them. Pro Football Hall of Fame became a reality, Christian, thanks to extraordinary community effort. Back in 1961, it started with a $100,000 donation from the Timken Company that kicked off the fundraising efforts to build the Hall of Fame here in Canton. And one dedicated fan even paid $6.25 a month until he reached his lifetime commitment pledge of $300. Now that's commitment right there.
It absolutely is.
Joined by the Lake High School Lake Blue Streak Marching Band, and it prides itself on musical excellence, precision marching, and performing a varied repertoire of music. They join us today as the second largest high school marching band in the Grand Parade this year. Under the direction of Joshua Locks, this 170-piece band is an annual participant in the Grand Parade and performs in a variety of local band shows and community festivals. They're very proud to represent the community of Lake Township wherever they go. The band travels to Walt Disney World every 4 years to perform at Magic Kingdom. The Blue Streaks, as we mentioned, the second largest band joining us here this morning, also from the Federal League. They sound great. Really appreciate them getting up early here to be with us. Josh Locks does a great job with the Lake High School Marching Band. You can see them, they're almost, look like they're in almost perfect synchronization this morning.
They look like they're ready for the military.
You might know a little something about that.
You know, I spent a time or two, and speaking of the military, we are proud to have with us this morning the Military Aviation Preservation Society, known locally as the MAPS Air Museum. The Society is a nonprofit organization dedicated to educating the public on the history of aviation and its impact on man. Today, they are showcasing the World War II Jeep with trailer containing the Iwo Jima statue, World War II truck, tug pulling the AH-1 Cobra helicopter, M37 Korean Army truck, Vietnam Jeep ambulance, and an Air Force military Jeep. We are thankful to all of our servicemen and women throughout the years for their dedication and protection of our freedoms here and around the world. We greatly, greatly thank them for their service.
This, of course, is a fan favorite float in the parade this morning, as we get to honor all those great service members and show them appreciation for the sacrifices that they've made to provide us with the freedoms that we enjoy this morning.
Absolutely. Having been in the military myself and having taken a couple trips to Baghdad, I always say that, you know, the men from World War II and Korea and Vietnam, I had it so much better than them.
Nice to see all the folks standing up along the parade route too as they make their way down to show their appreciation.
Absolutely. They deserve it.
Thank you for your service, by the way, as well.
Oh, I appreciate that. Thank you so much.
U.S. Air Force Air Police riding in that Jeep.
It takes a lot of work to restore military vehicles. I don't know that people understand the amount of time and dedication it takes to restoring them to their natural states like that.
A lot of work just to get them here and make sure that they're going to make their way down the parade route. It's a good time to mention the cooperation between the Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Pro Football Hall of Fame. They've worked hand in hand really since 1963 to bring us the Enshrinement Festival, really breathing life into it. while the Hall focuses on, 3 main events, the game and the enshrinement and then the concert for legends on Sunday. The Chamber proudly produces the Balloon Classic, the Up and Away 5K community run, the community parade, the fashion show luncheon, which was held yesterday, the Enshrinees Gold Jacket Dinner, which was held last night, and the Grand Parade, of course, this morning, as well as the Enshrinees Roundtable. So really appreciate all the cooperation that goes into place. Right now, we're joined by some returning members, class of 2017. Morton Anderson, he was a kicker for the New Orleans Saints and was the first player to kick 3 50-yard field goals in the same game. He was on the NFL's all-decade teams of the 1980s and 1990s. Morton Anderson is a familiar face in Stark County and comes back often throughout the year during the Hall of Famer residency program. So nice to have him here. Tony Dungy from the class of 2016, riding with his son Jalen. Tony Dungy was the head coach of the Tampa Bay Buccaneers from 1996 to 2001. He was the head coach of the Colts from 2002 to 2008, and he was named NFL Head Coach of the Year in 1997 and 2005. He was the first African-American head coach to win a Super Bowl when the Colts won Super Bowl 41. Steve Hutchinson from the class of 2020. He was a first-round draft pick by the Seattle Seahawks as a guard. He earned the first of 6 All-Pro selections in 2003 and then went on to be named NFL Alumni Offensive Lineman of the Year during the first year with the Vikings in 2006. Mike Singletary, I'll tell you what, he was a linebacker for the Chicago Bears, and he was feared from 1983 to 1989, and then again he came back and played in 1991. He was an All-Pro 8 times and was selected to 10 consecutive Pro Bowls. Singletary was named the Defensive Player of the Year in both 1985 and 1988. Jackie Slater from the class of 2001. He was a tackle for 20 seasons in the league. 20 seasons. He spent his entire career with the Rams that later became the St. Louis Rams during his final season. And Aeneas Williams from the class of 2014. He was drafted in 1991 by the Phoenix Cardinals, later becoming the Arizona Cardinals. He played for the St. Louis Rams. In total, he ended his career with 55 interceptions and returned those 55 picks for 807 yards. Drew Pearson with us from the class of 2001. Always great to see the great Dallas Cowboy back here with us in Canton. Drew Pearson enjoying his time with the fans here in the open air Jeep that he's riding in. Nice to see all these guys coming back to join us, and the fans really respecting these returning Hall of Famers.
Hello to Allie Lumen, the mascot for ACBC, aluminum cans for Burn Children, which is part of Akron Children's Medical Center Burn Unit. ACBC supports annual camps for kids, adult burn survivor programs, and juvenile fire stoppers program. And they assist with burn garments. Thanks to the good folks at Akron Children's Hospital for great work they do and for being with us here today.
And here comes a Grand Parade staple, the Canton South Wildcat Marching Band. This band has a long history of performance in our community and marches in the Grand Parade every year. Today they are led by band director Matthew Stempel. The Wildcats actively participate in local and college band shows and have also performed in Chicago, New York City, and Disney World. With more than 60 instrumentalists, the band is joined by the Canton High School cheerleaders and majorettes. Canton Local Schools also has a new superintendent this year, Larry Tausch. So welcome to the Grand Parade, Mr. Tausch, and really appreciate the job that Mr. Stempel does leading the Canton South Marching Band. Steve Dorshak is a proud graduate of Canton South High School, as well as Dr. John Ash, a dentist here in Stark County.
Here comes Juggler Dave and friends from the Cincinnati Circus, sponsored by Giant Eagle. Is a trope of like-minded entertainers who love to make people smile. Giant Eagle Grocery Stores has been providing shoppers with fresh, high-quality foods at every low price since 1931. They offer a wide range of products and services, whether your grocery list includes fresh produce, household essentials, deli, bakery, or beyond. Their commitment to quality and value ensures you'll always get the most for your money. Plus, you can even earn rewards on every purchase and save big on groceries or gas with the My Perks loyalty program.
Celebrate with us. The football and fasteners float, beautifully crafted and proudly sponsored by Ziegler Bolt and Parts Company, as it makes its way through downtown Canton here. For more than 60 years, Ziegler has been a cherished family business in Perry Township. Since 1964, Ziegler has been a leading global distributor of fasteners and related products, operating from their branches in Canton, Dover, and Middletown. Their steadfast support and dedication to our community have been phenomenal over the years. Here's to many decades of Ziegler, holding the world together one bolt at a time. You're watching the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival Grand Parade, presented by Certified Angus Beef.
Cash, moolah, greenbacks, toast, grilla, chips, bread and mold, cheddar, butter, lewd and scratch, find the letters, make a match, lettuce, gravy, game on the back for $30. That's a wrap. There's many words for cash, no doubt, but there's only one $30 cash word. Check it out. Cash word from Ohio, lottery. It's $30 show. Cash word, it's fun to go with millions in prizes, don't you know?
Welcome back to the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival's Grand Parade, presented by Certified Angus Beef. Here comes the Shaw High School Mighty Marching Cardinal Band under the direction of Randolph Woods, along with assistant directors Chris Reavers, Laquan Grayson, Malik Moore, and auxiliary director Amon Charles. The Mighty Marching Cardinal Band features students in grades 4 through 12, is known for its dynamic performances. The band has been invited to perform in the Pearl Harbor and World War II Memorial Parade in Honolulu this December. Donations for expenses can be made at eastclevelandschools.org. Thank you for joining us today, Shaw High School Mighty Marching Cardinal Band.
We had to get up extra early this morning. East Cleveland's a little bit of a drive to get down here, and of course we start staging and marshaling this parade here at about 6 in the morning. So the East Cleveland band, the Shaw High School band from East Cleveland really had to get up a little bit early this morning to be here, earlier than most of our other bands.
Absolutely, and it's amazing that they have one band with grades 4 through 12 in it. That's so impressive.
Let's take a listen to the Shaw High School Marching Band. Here comes the football and referees from Synchrony. This football and referees are here to remind you to throw a good pass and catch it in the bank. Synchrony is a premier consumer financial services company delivering one of the industry's most complete digitally enabled product suites. Headquartered in Stamford, Connecticut, Synchrony has been in business for more than 90 years and is committed to supporting employees and the communities it serves. We're fortunate to have a location right here in Canton that has been a dedicated sponsor of the Grand Parade. Learn more about Synchrony at synchrony.com. Really appreciate Synchrony's involvement in the Grand Parade just about every year for at least the last 10 years. Synchrony is a very great partner with the Canton Regional Chamber of Commerce and the Grand Parade.
Jeff Berner is the chairman of the 2025 Grand Parade. Jeff works as a realtor for Keller Williams Legacy Group. He has been a volunteer for the Pro Football Hall of Fame Enshrinement Festival for 29 years. serving on various committees, and has been a community volunteer for multiple civic organizations. He previously chaired for 2 other committees as well. Riding with Jeff today is his wife Amy, who is also a longtime community volunteer. This is Jeff's 2nd year leading the planning and execution of the Grand Parade. We commend him for a job well done.
All right, Christian, I know this is one of your favorite bands. Welcome to the Massillon Tigers Swing Band with us this morning. This season marks the 86th edition of this local band from Western Stark County. In 1938, director George Redbird started the Tiger Swing Band, but their roots go back to 1914, making it the oldest high school football band in the state. Throughout the band's history, they have performed around the country and even around the world. Today, they are with us under the direction of Jason Neal. Following the band, behind them is that big balloon version of the school mascot, Obie the Tiger, whose name stands for, Christian, say it with me, orange and black is excellence. The 32-foot tall mascot of the Massillon Washington High School Tigers has been in our parade for more than 20 years. Of course, Christian is a McKinley graduate, and everyone well knows that rivalry between Massillon and McKinley.
You know, even as a McKinley girl, I am a band girl, and I will always say that swing band sounds wonderful.
They do, year in and year out. They do a great job. It does sound terrific, and of course, obviously, the band from Massillon being in downtown Canton this morning, the folks on the parade route recognize a great band when they see it and hear it, and they appreciate it. So really appreciate just the welcome that our fans give the Massillon Tiger Swing Band making their way down Cleveland Avenue here.
All these bands work very, very hard to be in this parade and to kick off football season. So no hate from me there.
No, and if you haven't been to a game at Massillon, you got to go at least once to it's an experience. It really is. It's well worth the experience.
It's something.
At this year's fashion show luncheon, guests were treated to 2 designers. Valerie Mayen of Project Runway fame showcased her handmade clothing from Yellow Cake Shop, and Kia Tomlin, wife of the NFL's Pittsburgh Steelers coach Mike Tomlin, showcased her NFL-themed fashions and more. There were also 10 other stores that participated and made it an incredible show. So it was great yesterday.
Up next is 97.5 WONE. WONE is known as Akron's home of rock and roll and has been a staple of the Northeast Ohio music scene since it adopted its classic rock format on January 1, 1985. The station, owned by Rubber City Radio Group, features hometown favorites like Sandra Miller, Dave Spano, and Kathy Vogel, and serves as the local FM affiliate for the Cleveland Browns radio network. And we're so happy to have them on the parade route with us here today.
This is one of your people here, I think.
Yeah, here's one of my favorites. Meet Lawson, the upbeat, dance-loving mascot of the Canton Police Department. With his big smile, smooth moves, and endless high fives, Lawson brings fun and friendly energy wherever he goes. As the department's official mascot, Lawson represents the positive spirit of Canton's police officers at community events, school functions, parades, and local festivals. He's always ready to bring people together with a high five, a photo, or a few dance moves. Lawson helps build trust and connections between officers and the people they serve, especially kids and families. Whether he's grooving to music at a summer event or waving to the crowd during a parade, he shows that safety and community go hand in hand. Lawson stands for friendliness, pride, and unity.
The best tailgates start with the best beef. The Certified Angus Beef brand is the only beef certified for flavor. Brought to your table by farm and ranch families, their beef delivers a tender and juicy bite your entire crew will love. Because if it's not certified, it's not the best. Find elevated game day recipes at CertifiedAngusBeef.com. The best beef near you for your next tailgate. Really appreciate Certified Angus Beef sponsorship of the Grand Parade, obviously over in Worcester, and the folks here have been heavily involved this year in all of the Hall of Fame events.
Welcome to the Hoover Marching Band. Under the direction of Ronald Barn, the members of the Viking Marching Band look great in their traditional orange, black, and white uniforms, joined by their flag corps, cheerleaders, majorettes, and color guard. The Vikings are more than 200 strong for today's parade. The fantastic band has participated in our parade for 43 years, and they have placed in the Battle of the Bands competition numerous times. This band also competes in the Ohio Music Education Association marching band competitions, where they took home a superior rating in 2016. This band has gotten the opportunity to travel and perform around the country, including trips to Disney World, Chicago, and Boston. It's a pleasure to have Vikings here this morning.
Take a little listen to the Hoover Marching Band here this morning. They got up early. Give them a little love here during the broadcast. That's a big band, too.
200 strong. That's a huge band.
Great to have the Vikings here with us this morning, making their way down Cleveland Avenue on this 2.2 mile parade route. Joining us is a 1969 Chevy Impala V8 Turbo Fire from Sugar Creek Amish Mysteries. With us today we have Lawrence Pastor Jr., Rich Yarber, Jennifer Henderhon, and Gracelyn Henderhon in that 1969 Chevy Impala. So great to have them here with us this morning. Really appreciate the cast members from Sugar Creek Amish Mysteries joining us in the Grand Parade. And beautiful day here in downtown Canton. Representing the Beaver Companies is this 18-foot tall beaver balloon, which made its debut in the closing ceremonies of the Vancouver Winter Olympics. Since 1953, the Beaver Excavating Company has grown to become one of the largest and most respected site development companies in the region. Sister company Beaver Constructors has been providing general building construction services since 2011 and has grown quickly to become a leading market provider. Together, Beaver has been delivering world-class service to its customers. Also here today representing Beaver is a 1932 Model B antique Ford that you see right there, sponsored by Beaver Companies. Really appreciate the folks at Beaver joining us here this morning for the Grand Parade. They are annual participants in the Grand Parade here. Fan favorites there. As you see the Beaver mascot making its way down there, and that old Ford Model B, 1932 Model B Ford truck there.
The Northwest High School Marching Band is part of a strong tradition of bands and Northwest High School, striving to perpetuate the legacy of quality bands created by pioneering spirit of Emil Puffenberger, 1909 to 1990, longtime Northwest High School, Canal Fulton High School band director from 1935 to 1972. The band is led by Mr. Stephen Imler, With assistance from Mrs. Kim Good, the band performs in many parades, band competitions, and football games. They are proud to carry on the newly established tradition of marching in the Pro Football Hall of Fame parade. The band is growing and is excited to continue the forward momentum.
It's always good to hear the Indians from Northwest here. Christian, look at this adorable float coming down our route. It is the Stark County Humane Society. They've partnered with Ziegler Tire to bring us this Paul-tastic float, which has won the Exceptional Merit Award. The Stark County Humane Society is open to the public every day except Wednesdays and holidays. During 2024, approximately 10,500 individuals visited the shelter, demonstrating that their educational and pet therapy programs continue to thrive throughout our community. We want to extend a special thank you to Ziegler Tire for this partnership and for speaking to those who cannot speak for themselves. The Stark County Humane Society, they do a great job making sure all the animals here in the county can find their forever homes, get adopted. What a wonderful job the folks, the volunteers, the workers over there do. Really appreciate the work that they do.
Flying in to see us is Butterfly and its friends from Pioneer Physicians Network. Pioneer Physicians Network is the largest physician-owned medical group in Northeast Ohio, focused entirely on delivering high-quality, patient-focused primary care with a team of more than 90 healthcare providers spread across 19 practice locations in Summit, Stark, and Medina counties. Pioneer Physicians strives to improve the health and well-being of the communities it serves. Patients have access to same-day appointments and can visit one of the 3 after-hours clinics. We are so excited to have them join us this year.
It's a wonderful balloon. It looks like just a giant butterfly in the middle of Cleveland Avenue, like a real one.
If there weren't people underneath it, you wouldn't know any better. It's so cute.
Christian, this is one of the fan favorites. It is Marathon Petroleum and Ohio Refining Division. They're proud to bring back the South Shore Drill Team. South Shore Drill Team was founded in 1980 by Chicago Public Schools teacher Arthur Robertson, and the goal is unchanged still today. It's to help keep kids off the streets and develop self-esteem and self-discipline. The young men and women of the South Shore Drill Team serve as positive role models and goodwill ambassadors throughout their community. Similarly, the Ohio Refining Division prides itself on being a good neighbor in Stark County. Marathon employees volunteer hundreds of hours annually to help local initiatives, including supporting environmental stewardships and educational enhancement.
The Ohio Refining Division is a part of the Marathon Petroleum Corporation, the largest oil refiner in the U.S. and a leader in the energy sector. The refinery is proud to be located in Stark County, where their 350 employees produce the gasoline, diesel, asphalt, and propane that enhance life's possibilities in the local community and beyond. Thanks again to the Ohio Refining Division for refueling the electrifying energy of the South Shore Drill Team. Absolutely a favorite here.
I'll tell you what, this is really the start of the parade route. They have 2 more miles of energy to get down this parade. I don't know how they do it.
They're definitely fired up. Here comes the Ohio Lottery Float, featuring the family of $50 scratch-off games, including 50th anniversary Billion and VIP Millions tickets. Millions in prizes await Ohioans every day through a variety of your favorite lottery games like scratch-offs, Keno, Pick 3, 4, 5, and more. Along with billions of prizes Ohioans take home every year, the Ohio Lottery has helped make public school kids the real winners, with over $333 billion provided to fund K-12 education since 1934. But we always want to remind people to play responsibly.
Appreciate the Ohio Lottery sponsorship and support of the Grand Parade alongside Certified Angus Beef. Maybe we can go grab some of those tickets that fall off of that after this. Hydro the Fire Marshal is the official mascot of the Canton City Fire Department, proudly sworn into service in 2022. As a symbol of fire safety and community outreach, Hydro supports the department's mission to protect lives and property through fire prevention, education, and emergency services. I'm sure you've seen Hydro a time or two.
Absolutely. Hydro is one of our favorites, and he's a new addition to the fire department, and the kids really love having him at our community events.
And here comes the Canton City Fire Department. Appreciate the fire department's support and participation in the Grand Parade as we really start to close out the Grand Parade here, brought to you by Certified Angus Beef. Appreciate all of the work done by all of the people behind the scenes, all of the folks at the chamber, all of our friends at Image Video for making this production happen. And Christian, this is a glorious day here in downtown Canton. We still have a little bit more festivities to celebrate.
I'm excited to, close out the weekend. I've got a couple more events to attend, but I'm happy to be here with you this year, and I'm looking forward to being here next year. I'm happy that we had Certified Angus Beef sponsoring the parade this year, and I'm happy to close it out with you.
Congratulations to Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Sterling Sharp, and Antonio Gates, members of the class of 2025 at the Pro Football Hall of Fame. For Christian Turner, I'm Todd Porter. Thank you for joining us.